If your sales team is hitting their targets every month, you actually might be in danger. In fact, that steady success could be the very thing that kills your growth. Let me explain. Most leaders think that consistent sales are the ultimate goal, but here's the reality. When sales teams get comfortable, they stop pushing. They find the easiest route to good enough, and over time, that complacency eats away at your company's potential. Meanwhile, competition is evolving. Tariffs and shifting costs are going up, and AI is rewriting entire industries. So if you're standing still, you're actually falling behind. I'm gonna show you 6 moves that separate good sales teams from absolute growth machines that kill it. And if you implement even 2 of these, you could see momentum and revenue climbing faster than you thought was even possible. I've seen it happen in startups, billion-dollar corporations, and even my own companies. The moment that you hit a comfortable stride, you unconsciously start defending the status quo instead of breaking new ground. Salespeople, even the rock stars, are wired to take the shortest path to their commission check. It's human nature. But if the CEO doesn't actively keep the bar rising, the organization drifts to mediocrity. So here's the first move. First, nail in on your best sales channels. Most companies try to be everywhere, selling to everyone. That's ultimately their biggest mistake. The most profitable teams laser focus on the exact channels and customers that actually move the needle. Think about it. An enterprise SaaS product isn't sold the same way as a home cleaning service. If you don't know your exact customer profile and how they buy, you're ultimately wasting resources. And so here's the kicker. The more SKUs, the more products, and the more offers that you have usually means less clarity. Think of a menu at a restaurant that has 150 items on it. Probably less efficient to make those than it is with 10 items on the menu overall. Focus on what works and ultimately prune the rest. Your team's energy should be spent where it produces oversized and outsized returns. Number 2, build the exact sales teams that you need. Once you know what you're selling and to whom, ask yourself, what type of salesperson thrives in this environment? There's different salespeople for different environments. Selling a $500,000 solution to a Fortune 500 C-suite over 18 months takes a completely different skill set than closing a $5,000 contract in a week with a small business owner. One of the best hires that I've ever heard of, a woman with 0 Wall Street experience, but she flipped 2 pizza restaurants for 100% profit in 3 years. She brought hunger, execution, and a clear 90-day plan on day 1 and completely crushed it. The lesson here, don't just hire resumes. Resumes include a lot of fluff and no actionable results for the most part that you can verify. You hire drive. Drive is the most important thing here, and I know because I have it. So skills can be taught, but hustle simply can't. Number 3, get out of the corner office. Here's something that most CEOs completely miss. Your top salespeople need to see that you get it. They have to see it. Not just your VP of sales and nobody else sees anything. Those people, they have to see you, your sales team. Why? You need to spend a day in the field, knock on doors, sit on calls. You don't have to live there, but just enough for the story to spread that the CEO understands what it's like on the front line. I can't tell you how many times I saw a disconnect in working with Fortune 500 companies that the CEO had no idea what was going on the ground level in the stores that I was working at. Complete disconnect. If they spent a day there, they would understand the pain, the struggles, and some of the difficult situations that could have easily been changed from the top down. And so I digress. So ask them, if I gave you a magic wand, what 3 things would you fix? Fix even 1, and you just bought a mountain of loyalty and performance from your team. Number 4, stop drowning in the metrics. There's a danger in over-tracking. When you give salespeople 14 KPIs, they'll either dilute their focus or completely burn out. One company I led had a single top-line goal, $1,000 in new reoccurring revenue per month. That's it. Hit it however you want, 1 client or 20, we didn't care. Clarity creates autonomy, autonomy creates ownership, and ownership ultimately creates results. This is where good teams become unstoppable, which leads us to number 5, make winning visible and contagious. Salespeople are ultimately competitive by nature, so feed that energy. public leaderboards, bells, gongs, anything that creates an instant recognition loop. I once promised to take my entire staff out for an entire night of fun, limo and all, my treat. We didn't just hit the goal, we doubled sales. And yes, the night out was productive, but fun as well. Point is, momentum matters. Create it, protect it, and sometimes, yes, you've got to put your own skin in the game. Number 6, remember who you actually work for. Every department, every role ultimately works for one person. Not you as the CEO or the founder or the business owner, but the customer. And your sales team is the window to those customers. Make it easier for them to sell. Make it easier for the customers to buy. Remove all the friction points. More friction, more issues, less sales, less revenue. When the path to yes is friction-free, revenue compounds easily. And when your team sees leadership aligning the entire company around making customers happy, kind of like Amazon did at the early beginnings, maybe not so much now, but I digress, they'll actually run through walls for you. They will do anything possible to keep this machine moving, and they will thrive in an environment that they love and are happy to come into every day. So the stakes are this. If you let your sales team plateau, the market will completely pass you, slowly at first, and then bam, all at once. You'll literally wake up and go, what the hell happened? But if you focus on your channels, hire for hunger, connect from the top, simplify your metrics, build visible momentum, and make your company customer obsessed, well, you don't just beat quotas, you create a culture where growth is inevitable. And the focus and key term here is culture and growth. So here's my challenge. This week, choose one of these 6 and implement it. Don't just think about it, actually make the change. Because in sales, momentum compounds. And the faster that you start building it, the faster that you can blow past good enough and into the territory where big returns actually happen.